Yes crew, this is your boy Zach Stanton and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about some supplements that I use to keep my tinnitus in check. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay guys, so the first supplement that I use is Ashwagandha. So Ashwagandha is known as an Ayurvedic medicine, so it helps ease the mind. I take it either in a tea or capsule form, or I'll have it as a powder in my smoothies. Now what I normally do on the morning is I'll have a smoothie to kickstart my day for my breakfast, so it'll have like spirulina, ashwagandha, maca powder, wheatgrass, flax seeds, kefir, some oat milk, a banana and whatever frozen fruit. And I've noticed with the ashwagandha, it just puts you in a really good mood. It really does relax you and it eases your nervous system, and I found that with my tinnitus, when it gets louder and I'm getting stressed, straight away I'll be like, right, I'll just have an ashwagandha tea, and it just reduces the severity of it just like that, bang. I was really happy when I found out about it, because when you get like a condition like tinnitus and no one really knows much about it, you don't know what to do. You're at wit's end and you're like, right, I've got to search the internet, I've got to Google everything, I've got to find, all the information in the world and try and find a cure for it. But, there is no cure for it, but there is ways to manage the symptoms of it, and what I've found is ashwagandha definitely does that. Now, as well with ashwagandha, what you can do is you can have it for muscle growth. I'm not a really big guy, but I've noticed when I started taking ashwagandha, I put on a little bit more muscle in the gym, and I've also spoke to lads at the gym that don't even take any protein shakes, and they've even mentioned it. Oh yeah, I take ashwagandha, and I'm like, oh yeah, really? That's class. I do as well. And people swear by it. And I was speaking to a DJ called Jody Wissenhoff, that you might know of him. Tours all over the world. Awesome guy. Really loves DJing and music. He's quality man. Proper sound guy as well. And he's been told by other DJs as well that they swear by using ashwagandha. And it really does just get rid of any anxiety and stress when you have some. And as well, a good thing about it is, for the ladies when they go through menopause, I've spoke to women who have gone through that stage of their lives, and they've used ashwagandha, and it helps with like any hot flushes and being anxious and their anxiety going through the roof, and it really has helped them. But the health benefits of ashwagandha is massive. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out the health benefits, and you can do your own research and see for yourself. But I've also found is fenugreek seeds. Same again, came across them when I was researching tinnitus and how to manage it. And fenugreek seeds help massively. I've noticed a change in my tinnitus as well. When I've took fenugreek with some hot water, can add a little bit of honey in there if you like, if it tastes a little bit, a little bit sour to you. But definitely try ashwagandha and fenugreek seeds for reducing the severity of your tea, and just feeling in a better mood, and it helps you get a better night's sleep as well. So if you have it before bed, have some, and you'll notice you'll just be like, it really is nice. So I was really happy when I found out about ashwagandha and fenugreek as well. But this is the product that I use. As you can see, nearly empty. The packaging's a little bit battered, this Selwyn Hills ones. So I'll pop a link in the description below for both that product and some of the benefits of ashwagandha for you to read up on. Alright. So guys, the second supplement that I use is matcha powder. Now, matcha powder acts as a natural neurotropic in your brain, so it boosts cognitive function and improves your cognitive health. It helps with your memory, so if you have a little bit of memory loss, and helps with brain fog as well. And what I found is when I first got tinnitus, I had a lot of brain fog and I was forgetting things. I was rather forgetful, and I thought, right, I'm going to have to find something here that could possibly help me. Now, I was introduced to Matcha actually before I even got tinnitus, so I was already using it long before the tinnitus started to occur. But I have found when I got the tinnitus that it got rid of my brain fog and boost my cognitive health and function as well. So you could definitely try Matcha. This is the one that I use, the Organic Traditions ones. You can get, buy any matcha, but what I found with matcha powder is the better the quality is determines the type of colour that it is. So if it's like a nice dark green and a nice green, it's better quality, ceremonial grade matcha. So I definitely try matcha if you're struggling with any, brain fog. And as well, when I'm anxious also or stressed, I always have a nice matcha tea, and it just puts me at ease, really, similar to the ashwagandha. But with matcha powder, it gives you that nice focus, and it boosts your concentration levels. And with coffee, I don't drink coffee anymore. I've not drank coffee in probably about a good 6 years now, because matcha's took over. Matcha doesn't give you that crash after, whereas coffee does. When I was drinking loads of coffee in uni, I was getting that rush, that caffeine rush, and I was like, yeah, come on. Then, after I was just like, ugh, I was just dead. But matcha doesn't give you that crash after, so you're on a winner with there. And like I say, it just improves your mental focus and your concentration. And, especially when you've got tinnitus and you've got that brain fog and your tea's going through the roof, have a matcha tea and it'll just reduce the severity of it and just put you at ease again as well, along with the ashwagandha. So I'd definitely try matcha in terms of brain fog and being able to concentrate more and for your cognitive function and health. All right. I'll pop a link in the description below for that matcha tea. But like I say, you want to be looking at the colour, the type of green. If it's a little bit of a yellowy colour, it's not so good. But if it's like a nice green, like a nice grass green or darker, they say from research that I've read that that's the better quality matcha in the ceremonial grade. So definitely check out matcha for those brain fog and tinnitus issues. Okay guys, so last but not least, and the third supplement that I use to keep my tinnitus in check, and not just my tinnitus but the brain fog and the memory side of things, is lion's mane mushrooms. Now, lion's mane and medicinal mushrooms are all the rage at the minute. You've got chaga, you've got turkey tail, and you've got reishi, and they all have their medicinal benefits, and they're a wonderful thing. I've been taking lion's mane for quite some time now, and I've noticed an improvement in my memory, also my vision, my anxiety and my mood as well. When I'm feeling a little bit down, I take them and it gives me a little bit of a pick-me-up. Now, in lion's mane mushrooms, they have a compound called Hericium erinaceus, which promotes nerve growth factor in your brain and your body. And what it does is it stimulates the growth of new brain cells and repairs any damaged nerves. So any inflammation in your body, it's going to reduce. Now, when I came across lion's mane, I first started searching for something that could help me and could help my dad as well, because back in 2020 I lost my dad to dementia, and I thought he doesn't really know who I am. 1 second he would realise who I was, the next minute he wouldn't. It was really hard to see because he was such the life of the party, even up until his last days. You know, he would talk to anyone in the street. He would just have a conversation with, and he really got everyone going, and everyone loved him. He was a proper legend, and I wanted to help him. And what I've found through research is that lion's mane helps protect against neurologic disorders such as, and conditions such as dementia and Parkinson's disease. So I thought maybe it could just have an effect on my tinnitus as well. And like I said, I've noticed a little bit of a reduction in it, and I've noticed I'm not as anxious whilst I've been on it. Helps with my anxiety, and with tinnitus as well, you do get depressed. And I noticed an improvement in terms of the how depressed I was as well at the time, because it's quite a hard thing when you first get it, and it still affects you, once you've habituated to it. I've always felt sometimes, that I'm not really myself, but in my last video, everything's been good since then. But I would definitely try lion's mane in terms of the memory side of things, and for the NGF, the nerve growth factor. And like I say, it keeps me focused. And you can get lion's mane in, you can get it in coffee mixtures, you can get it in matcha mixtures, you can put it in anything. You can make your own, grow your own lion's mane and cook them if you want. Throw them in, a Chinese dish or a stir fry or something, and apparently they're really tasty. But I'll pop a link in the description below on, some studies where lion's mane has helped people in terms of the memory, and some articles on how it's helped people with the tinnitus. But as well, I haven't got any right now, but the lion's mane that I use is Paul Stamets Host Defense. Now, if anyone knows anything about Paul Stamets, he's like the mushroom guy. I learned a lot from him in terms of medicinal mushrooms, and also some other types of mushrooms that I've believed to help tinnitus. So that's about it, guys, from me with the supplements. Ashwagandha, fenugreek, matcha, the smoothie I was talking about, and also lion's mane and medicinal mushrooms. Obviously, going to the gym will reduce any stress and anxiety in your life. And I've noticed when I go to the gym and I knock out some cardio and some sprints or some bag work and pad work, boxing, or just chucking some weights around, I always feel better, and my tinnitus is really quiet. My nervous system is at ease. It's I'm really relaxed. So going to the gym definitely helps. Thinking positive, but I'd say going to the gym, and meditation as well. If you're going to meditate with you and you've got tinnitus, I would suggest putting some background noise on in the background just to mask up your tinnitus, because when you're in a quiet room, you're going to be hearing the tinnitus more. But you want to get the benefits from the meditation as well. So if you've got tinnitus, put some background noise on, some Tibetan sound bowls. That always makes me really happy when I hear those frequencies. That does actually do something to me. It makes me really happy. So yeah, guys, there you go. That's about it for this video. I've got some news coming as well on my next release on a Wicked label, which I'll be dropping next week. So check it out then. Stay tuned, and start looking into the supplements that we've mentioned today and that we've spoken about. So let me know in the comments section below if you've got tinnitus, and if you've whatever anything that you use that helps you and that could benefit others. Let's have a discussion, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.